audio check, 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 1, 2. All right, yabba dabba doo, sports fans, and good Sunday morning to you. Back here at Shadyside Academy for Game 2 between your Pittsburgh Steel City Selects girls and these Amherst Knights. This time in their reds, so I will change your legend on the scoreboard to show the red. And we will get game number 2 underway. We've got 4:18 left on the warm-up clock. So I'm going to put her on mute. I will be back closer to puck drop to give you some Sunday morning action. All right, the warm-up period is over. We got 16 on the clock. We'll play 3 16s today. Girls are picking them up, putting them away. We're going to get our pre-game huddle here in front of the net, and then we will get it underway. So I'm going to continue to stay on mute until they drop the puck. All right, it looks like we're going with Stevens, Wu, and Shannon out front with Blinka and Vitodian out back to start this game today. Goaltender Coulter in the pipes to my left this morning. Coach Black tends to rotate the goalies, at least early in the season. We will get this underway as Stripes comes in, checks with the goaltenders, and here we go. Puck ahead to Shannon. Shannon through the center, dropped it over to Wu. Wu down the near wall. Wu leaves it along the near wall. They battle in the corner. Stevens digs. Stevens down. She's up. Wu behind the net now, taking heavy pressure along the boards. She fights through it. Tries to put it out front. Can't. Knights pick it up there. Come up the far wall. Stevens turns, swipes at it. They take it away. Here comes Wu back the other way. She dumps it past everybody. In behind the Knights goaltender, in the front line at least, is going to go for a change. Here comes McVeigh. Here comes Diamond and Claherty as they skate across, and here come the Knights. Knights down the far side, shoot high over Coulter. Bouncing puck into the near corner. They're going to battle for it there. Claherty falls down, lost her edge. They continue to battle over there. McVeigh's in there. Now Diamond comes out of there with it. Put it ahead. Claherty can't get it out. McVeigh skates ahead, still can't get it out. This time it's going to be Vitodian. Vitodian drops it out. She's out back. Blinka's going to come off. Vitodian's going to go off, and we're going to get an icing. 14:58 will come back the other way as Dahl and Zivkovic come out back. So we're going to go to Coulter's right, the left on your screen for this draw with 14:58 to go, first period. Game 2 here between your selects and these Knights before the Knights head back up 79 home for the weekend. And that one comes back to the near point shot, missed to the far side where Claherty tried to pick it up, couldn't. In behind the net now Zivkovic. Zivkovic backhands it around for Dahl. Dahl sends it all the way back around. Claherty's going to have to hurry to get over there. She can't. And the point player for the Knights holds it on that far point. Sends it deep into the near circle. Shoot. Coulter knocks that one aside. And Dahl picks it up. Coulter with her first save on the season. We'll get that out of the way. Knights battle behind the net. McVeigh applies pressure. They come around the far wall there where Claherty tries to pick it up. Can't. Knights still have it. And they're going to take it in deeper as it gets by McVeigh. Now they throw it on net. Coulter with another pad save over to the far wall where the Knights are still holding it. Still struggling to get it out here as they hold it on the near point. This time they skate across the line, come in deeper now as they take it over to the half wall here now, down the wall. In on Coulter. She covers it up. And with 14:01 to go, we'll get another draw. Here comes Mrazek, Solitrik, and Makasenka with Schilling and Kiesel out back for this face-off again to Coulter's right, the left on your screen. As they drop it, they draw it back to the near point. Shot from there, missed on the near side. Goes all the way across. Solitrik can't get there. And Schilling puts it up the wall. Solitrik will pick this one up, and this time they should get it out. They chip it ahead lazily, but it's going to go all the way down, and that will be an icing. So we'll come back the other way for this draw. This one will go to the far circle this time. And it's going to be the same grouping of players. Schilling, Solitrik, and Mrazek out here with Kiesel. And can't see the second defensive player. Turned the wrong way right now. Schilling. Schilling behind the net. Schilling picks it up. Loses it in that corner, and now it goes out on the wall to the Knights. Knights chip it in deeper. Kiesel stops that one, pushes it back the other way. They continue to battle along the wall. They put a stick in there, and here comes Makasenka. Makasenka chips it ahead. Here comes Kylie Makasenka on a break. Makasenka down the left-hand side. Makasenka shoots. Makasenka scores, and go get another Tattoo Tana. That's 1-0 Steel City. So Makasenka, almost an identical break to yesterday. And that's 2-0. That's 1-0 Steel City. I told Tana she's going to need a number of tattoos here if this season continues this way. And so far, Kylie is on fire as Stevens jumps over the wall this time with, looks like Scarlatelli and Shannon. And just like that, it's 1-0. Steel City scores early as the Knights come up the near wall, through center, over to the far side. Looked offsides to me, but Stripes didn't see it that way. The Scarlatelli battles behind the net, sends it around. And Stevens is going to try to pick it up there. Can't. Knights take it in deeper. Along the half wall there. Shot. Stevens got a hand up. Didn't get anything on it. Bounces to the far side where Blinka's going to pick it up. Blinka up the wall for Shannon. Shannon leaves it for Scarlatelli. She's got Stevens ahead. Stevens has to wait for her. Now she put it behind. Stevens couldn't handle it. Over to the near wall. Goes into the near corner where Stevens is going to go chase it down behind the net. Not before they reverse direction. It goes out front. Stevens got that out front to Shannon. And just like that, it's 2-0. I think Stevens dropped that out front for Shannon. And that one's going to be 2-0 Steel City on 2 quick goals, just like yesterday. So we'll wait for the official call, but I think that one's going to go to Shannon as Stevens put it out front to her. They're certainly congratulating her on the bench like it was her. As McVeigh, Diamond, and Claherty come out here, Dull and Zivkovic out back. And here come the Knights off the faceoff. Knights up the near wall. Around Zivkovic. Shot. Missed badly to the far side. Claherty. Claherty tripped up. Yes, it was Stevens to Shannon on that goal. And now it's in behind the net as Zivkovic picks it up. Zivkovic up the wall. Cannot get it there. Knights hold. Comes back to the near point where it goes into the center. Dahl knocked it down. Over to the far circle. Spinning pass in front. It's loose in front of the net. You got Diamond chipped it away, but it's loose top of the zone. Shot from the near point. Missed badly to the far side as Dahl turns, picks it up. Dahl battling along the wall. Loses the puck to a Knight. Out front. Zivkovic got a stick in there. Diamond puts it ahead, but still not out. Over to the far wall. Knights have it there. They turn. In behind the net, centering pass. Zivkovic cut that off. Came loose in front again. Shot blocked by McVeigh. McVeigh follows that to the wall with the Knights player. They both overskate. Knights come out of there with it. Knights behind the net. Spin, turn, stop. Around McVeigh again. Out front, shot. Coulter with a nice pad save. Kicks it to the near wall. In behind the net. Out front again. This one goes through the crease over to the far wall. Claherty whacks at it around the boards, but it's not going to get there. Knights hold it on the half wall. We are struggling to get this puck out today. Puck loose on the wall. It finally comes out. It goes all the way down. And it's going to be an icing. With 11-12 to go, we'll come back this way and get another face-off here. This one's going to be to Coulter's right, left on your screen. Kiesel and Schilling out back, Solitrick, Makasenka, and Mrazek up front as we're going to get the face-off here to the right of goaltender Coulter, left on your screen. This time back to the near point. Shot from there. Coulter got a look on it. Pushed it over to the far wall where Mrazek picks it up. Comes up the wall. Mrazek ahead to Makasenka. Makasenka battling. Pushes it ahead. Knights send it back the other way. Mrazek battling on the red line. Makasenka joins in, sends it further, but the Knights pick it up there. D-to-D pass comes across the line. Saltrick skates hard, gets there, knocks it into the zone. Saltrick falls down. Knights pick it up. They send it back to the near point. Out past Kiesel. Kiesel retreats. Knights player falls down. Sends it ahead. They send it back the other way. Knights neutral. Knights top of their defensive zone. Push it ahead. Makasenka. No, it's going to be Schilling. Schilling tried to put it ahead to Makasenka. Couldn't. Here come the Knights the other way. Kiesel gets back. Pushes that player to the wall. Takes the puck away. Comes back to the near point. Knights hold. Solitrick pushes it away. And here she comes down the near wall. 2 Knights back. Solitrick stops. Turns. Surveys. Puts it in. Misses the net to the far side where Mrazek's going to pick it up. Mrazek throws it in behind. Knights pick it up. Send it up the wall. Schilling. Schilling throws it down to Mrazek too far. Makasenka behind the net. Makasenka puts it in front. Nobody there. Here come the Knights back the other way. Cut off by Schilling in the zone. Now it's going to be Wu fresh on the ice. Wu stops, turns, sends it back to Kiesel. Kiesel over to Schilling. Schilling leaves it for Stevens. Stevens loses it. Here come the Knights back the other way. Shot, Coulter. Gloves that in her chest. And we will get a stoppage with 9:50 to go. First period, 2-0 Selects. Wu, Stevens, Scarlatelli, Vitodian, and I don't know who the other player is on the back end. Blanca on the back end. Vitodian behind goaltender Coulter. Up the wall. Loses it to a Knight. Pushes it ahead to Stevens. Stevens clears it back to center where the Knights pick it up. They come up the near wall. They're going to be offsides. So we're going to come to this dot here, my front left, to get another face-off here. 22 of you on a Sunday morning. Thanks for the views. Face-off here. Drop back. Stevens tries to send it forward. It gets stuck in the feet of a Knights player. Stevens picks it up again, bangs it up the wall. Wu there. Now Stevens again banging. They're beating and banging on that wall. Still can't see it. Wu jumps in. Stevens is still there. That Knights player falls down. Vitodi in the head. Too far for Scarlatelli. As that puck goes across, Scarlatelli picks it up, turns. Tries to get ahead to Wu. Wu does. Down the near wall. Or far wall, rather. Wu taking heavy pressure. Stripes in the way. Scarlatelli pokes it deeper. In behind the net now. All the way around. Vitodian's going to cheat in. Stevens going to have to cover her high. It's loose in behind the net, Vitodian. Vitodian centers as Wu got tackled in front of the net and couldn't convert as the Knights chip it by Blanca. And Vitodian gets her wheels on and drops it for Scarlatelli. They come back the other way. Here comes Farrah Scarlatelli up the far wall. She gets the blue line and dumps. The coach was calling for a change. In behind the net now, Knights. Knights player falls down. Fell over the nothing back there. There isn't even a line as Dahl battles along the wall here and tries to hold it. Diamond steps in, knocks a player down. They continue to battle along the wall here below me. McVeigh's going to go. McVeigh's going to chase after it. She's getting elbowed. She picks up the puck, comes down, tried to put it across for Claherty. Couldn't. Puts it across for Claherty. Now she fanned on the shot. They got action in front of the net. They're beating, they're banging, they're cross-checking, they're knocking people down. Claherty's still chipping at it. Knights send it out. Out to the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots. Hit Claherty up high, falls down. Knights player falls down on the ice. We're going to get a penalty. There was nobody even there. Not even sure what they're calling. There was nobody there. But they're going to call a trip, most likely, on Claherty. There was nobody there. She was in wide open ice and she fell. It looked bad, but they're going to call a slash. They're calling Claherty for a slash. I didn't see it. I thought he was calling that trip, but that girl had nobody around her when she fell. So with 8:04, we're going to get another face-off here to the right of Coulter. Left on your screen. Wu and Shannon, it looks like, out here on the kill with Zivkovic and Dahl as it goes over to the far wall. Knights have it down low in the corner. Shannon applies pressure. Knights in behind. They send it right through the goal mouth all the way over to the far wall where the Knights pick it up there. They send it out to the near point. Knights with a shot, missed badly to the near side. All the way around to the far wall, far point. It comes out. Shannon's going to go apply pressure. D to D pass. They come all the way back to the top of their defensive zone. Regroup. Wu steps up. Wu gets a skate in there, a stick in there, but can't. Wu, they're holding Wu's stick, no call. Now here comes Shannon. Shannon tried to put it back over to Wu, couldn't. A couple of Knights run into each other, and here come the Knights back the other way. Kiesel out here now with Dahl as Shannon cuts it off. Can't get it deep. Shannon whacks at it. Wu whacks at it. Can't get it deep. Now Wu gets it in deep. She's going to go for the change. That should have been an icing, but they didn't call it as Stevens jumps on with Schilling, Kiesel, and Scarlatelli. And the Knights are going to come up the far wall. Knights gain the line at center. Skate by Stevens. Kiesel pushes that player to the corner. They try to battle for the puck there. Scarlatelli joins in. Kiesel's going to take that player to the corner, centered off the side of the net. Kiesel picks it up behind the net. Kiesel banks it off the wall, but not out. Now she's going to take a shoulder. Knights with a shot. Schilling knocked that one down in the far circle. Into the far corner. Schilling around back. Schilling hard up the wall. Stevens going to have to get there. Can't. Knights are going to hold that one. And they're beating and banging on that wall. I can't see it. They come out to the near point. Shot. Coulter knocks that down with the stick in the pad and covers it up with 6:21 to go. First period. 2-1, or 2-0 rather. Selects. So we've got face-off here to Coulter's right, left on your screen. Puck in behind the net now. They continue to battle here in the near corner. I can't see it. Out to the near point. Now this one comes out. Makasenka's going to have to hurry. She's not going to get there as the Knights player is going to get there first. They're going to battle in behind the net. Now Makasenka and Mrazek, they push it around to the far corner, up the far wall. Blinka can't hold, and here they come. Vitodian's the only one back. Solitrek skates quick to get back. Backhand. Coulter gloves that one with 5:49 to go. Coulter makes a glove save on that far post on a backhand shot as the Knights player came down the far wall. So I see lots of people popping in, popping out. Hopefully you're not having connection issues as it goes all the way down to Blinka. It looks stable from here. I watch it on a phone to make sure it's still broadcasting. As Blinka battles, comes up behind the net with it, stops, leaves it for Solitrek, sends it up the wall for Mrazek. Mrazek gets pushed, leaves it for Solitrek. Here they come. No. Solitrek ahead. Here comes Makasenka up the near wall. She's going to have to hurry. The angle's going to be bad. She tried to center it, couldn't, dropped it. Solitrek sends it into the corner where they're going to go battle. Knights are going to come out of there with it. Vitodian tried to stop it, couldn't. It goes all the way down, and Coulter's not going to have a choice but to leave it for Blinka. Blinka behind the net. Catch them in a change if we hurry, but we didn't get it up there. Mrazek tipped it, which will avoid the icing, but it's now in behind the net. Now we'll go for a change. I see Diamond. I see McVeigh. I see Dahl and Zivkovic as Diamond takes a shot high over the net. Claherty jumps on with them in the near corner. Knights push it around behind. Up the far wall. Claherty cut that off, held the zone. Claherty down the far wall. Claherty shoots. Got deflected wide. In behind. Knights send it up the far wall. McVeigh applies pressure. Zivkovic there. Diamond comes out of there with it. Can't hold on to it. Comes out. Dahl holds it. At least momentarily. Turns. Can't hold it. Comes across to a Knights player. They chip it out now. They send it back to Claherty. Claherty across to Diamond. Diamond chipped it ahead right to a Knights player, and here it comes back the other way. Zivkovic's going to need to hurry. Zivkovic fell down. Knights player in on Coulter. Beats her low left. Zivkovic got twisted up, turned around, and fell down. And Coulter was left one-on-one exposed on a break, and they beat her low left. And it is now 2-1 Selects with 4:12 to go, first period. So we'll see who they send out now. I see Shannon. I see Scarlatelli. I see Wu with Kiesel and Schilling out back. So Wu's going to take this draw. Knights pick it up at center, send it up the near wall, where they're going to come down the near wall. Knights with a shot. Coulter covers that in the body. We're going to get another face-off. So this face-off will be to Coulter's right, left on your screen. They take it there. Goes in behind the net, Kiesel. Kiesel sends it ahead. It got cut off. She was trying to hit Scarlatelli. They take it up. This one does poke out. Here comes Wu. Wu has Shannon up ahead. Can't get it to her as Wu gets bodied off the puck. Now it's in behind the net. Shannon cut that off. Couldn't get it out front to Wu, and it's going to come up the near wall. Scarlatelli steps in. They skate around her. Here they come up the near wall. They get it around Kiesel. Schilling comes across as Coulter covers that up. A Knights player started poking, and Kiesel said, "Don't touch my goalie," except she might have said it with some arms. So now we got this face-off going to be to the left on your screen. And Josh and Brett have the crowd going. Josh here with baby Johnny early on a Sunday morning. Shot. Coulter knocks that one down from the near point. Covers it up. We've got 3:29 to go in this first period. I'm guessing Stanton has a game right after this, so they came out early to cheer on the 14U Black team. Around the back, they battle there. Still loose. Solitrek comes out of there with it as Makasenka goes on the break, and they can't get by. Now Blinka bodies a player on the wall. Sends it up the wall to Mrazek. Mrazek chips it out. Here comes Makasenka up that far wall. This time there's a player back. Makasenka can't get around him. Leaves it for Mrazek. Mrazek tries to put it in front of Makasenka. Makasenka got pulled down. Goes in behind the net. Now Mrazek skates over. Stops it. There's a pile of bodies in the corner as Makasenka comes out of there. Makasenka gets knocked down. No call. Knights pick it up. Come up the near wall. Vitodian cut that off. Here comes Solitrek, but that's going to be offsides as Kylie was a little slow getting up after getting knocked down in the zone. So here comes Diamond, McVeigh, and Claherty out here now with Zivkovic and Dull. And McVeigh's going to take this draw, push it ahead. Knights pick it up in their zone, D to D. They break out. They come up the far wall. Zivkovic stops them at the blue line. They gain the line now. They send it back the other way. Knights retreat with 2:37 on the clock. This time it comes up the near wall, gets through everybody. Dull picks it up. Dull's going to send it behind the net. Dull up the wall, tries to get it to Claherty, does. Claherty chips it out to Diamond. Diamond chips it ahead, but the Knights are going to get there first. And they're going to battle in the corner, McVeigh. A couple of players fall down. Comes across, Zivkovic's not going to be able to hold it. She sends it in as the zone clears, and now the Knights have it in the far corner. Apologize for the cough, it's that time of year. As Diamond picks it up behind, puts it out front for McVeigh. McVeigh shoots, goalie saves, covers it up. And with 1:59 to go, we're going to get a wholesale change here. Stevens, Wu, Shannon, Kiesel, and Schilling. And for those of you who don't know, I do the clock manually, so it's not synced to anything here in the arena. So I'm always off a couple of seconds. It's 1:59 here, 1:57 on mine. They're now back in sync. Around. Kiesel tries to hold, can't. And Schilling's going to have to chase this down. Schilling picks it up, drops it back for Kiesel. Kiesel tries to get it ahead to Stevens, can't. They battle there. Knights come down the near wall. Knights with a shot, cut off by Schilling. Kiesel up the near wall. Knights again, shot blocked by Stevens, and here comes Kiesel. Kiesel up the near wall. Kiesel skating, or no, I'm sorry, that's Wu. Thought it was Kiesel, it was Wu. Stevens comes out of there with it, loses it. And we're going to have to come back up the near wall here as the Knights are going to pick it up, shoot. Kiesel directed that one into the near corner, or into the near side. It went at the far corner, rather. And Knights pick it up near corner, send it up the wall. They've got it near point. Stevens tried to block that one. Coulter covers that one in the body. And with 1:11 to go first period, we'll get another change. So Solitrick comes out here with Mrazek and Makasenka, Blanka, and Vitodian. So we will we'll see what this line can do. Comes out to the near point. They send it down. Battle in the corner. I'm a little blind. Saltrick sends it around. Blinka can't get there. Knights hold. Blinka does get there now. Mrazek can't get a stick on it. This time she will. She chips it ahead to Makasenka. Here comes Makasenka up that far wall again. Makasenka shoots. Goaltender gloves it. And with 48-9 on the arena clock, the goaltender denied Kylie on a shot that looked really similar to her last two goals. So we're going to go to the far circle. And Saltrick's going to take this draw. She draws it back to Blinka. Blinka shoots from the point. Goaltender knocks that into the corner. Vitodian picks it up there. Makasenka covers her high. Makasenka gets battled here at the point, and here they come the other way. We got Blinka, the only one back. Center, shot. Vitodian with a big save, and Blinka clears it off the doorstep. Vitodian made a big, Coulter made a big save at point-blank range. I'll get the names right, I promise. And Blinka cleared it off the doorstep as they battle along the near wall here with 16 seconds to go. Makasenka in the battle. Knights come out of there with it, dance it across. They skate around Mrazek, backhand. Doesn't get anything on it, it's loose in front. Coulter gets the paw down and says no as they battle in front of the net. We got a little fisticuff action there. Blinka's going to throw some hands. As Knights player came in and tried to get to the goalie, and Blinka said, don't do that. So they're going to skate to the bench. We'll get a wholesale change here. Claherty, Diamond, and McVeigh out here for the last 7 seconds with Dahl and Zivkovic. They pull their goalie here for a chance to improve their odds a little bit with 7 seconds to go. And we'll see what happens. Stripes drops the puck. It comes all the way out of the zone. And 4-3. That'll do it. Period over. We played one. It's 2-0 Selects. I'll be back for two. All right, they're going to come out for two. We've got Clawhardy, Diamond, and McVeigh going to come out here for number two. We will get this period started, and it is underway. They come through center here. McVeigh up the near wall, up the far wall rather. Zivkovic picks it up. Zivkovic back, dumps it deep. They're going to go in and get it in the corner and send it in behind the Knights goalie up the far wall. McVeigh leaves it. Dahl tries to chip it in deeper, can't. They get it around Zivkovic, and here they come up the far wall. Dahl in pursuit. Dahl gets a stick in there, slows him down. They chip it by Clawhardy. Goes in behind the net. Clawhardy kicks it, sends it up. Here she comes. Knights player falls down. Clawhardy up the near wall. Tries to toe drag. Loses it. Diamond picks it up. Shot. Goaltender gloves that one. And with 15:10 to go, we're going to get another stoppage here. And we'll see who comes out now. Steven, Shannon, Scarlatelli with Schilling and Kiesel out back for this draw. Scarlatelli going to take it. Sends it out back to Kiesel. Kiesel sent it across, but misguided it a little, and it came out of the zone as Schilling battles along the wall. Knights send it in deeper. Here they come down the near wall. They're going to get a bad angle shot. Coulter sends that away. Here comes Stevens. Stevens chips it up the wall. Nobody there, and it ends up back in the center where the Knights push it over to the far wall. Shot. Coulter gloves that one. And with 14:48 to go, we're going to get another stoppage and a face-off to the right of goaltender Coulter. So Scarlatelli takes this one. They push it out to the far point. Stevens blocks that one. We'll see if she can get there. The Knights are going to get there first. And they're going to get it to the near wall where it's going to come back out the center. Shannon whacks at it over to the far wall. Kiesel's going to have to push that player to the corner. She does. Separates her from the puck. They push it out front. It comes off Coulter. Stevens ahead to Shannon. Shannon up the near wall. Shannon still skating. Shannon dumps it into the crease, misses far side. And now it's in behind the net where Shannon has it in her feet. Knights recover, pick it up there as Mrazek has jumped on as Stevens went to the bench. Scarlatelli and Shannon go. Here comes Solitrick and Makasenka as the Knights dump it deep. They're going to go for their own change as Kiesel picks it up. Kiesel out through everybody, and that's going to be an icing. So we'll come back down the other way after that icing came through everybody. And we'll get a draw here in the far circle. Solitrick's going to take this one with Makasenka, Mrazek, Vitodian, and Blinka to the right of Coulter as Stripes is checking behind him, and he steps in and drops the puck. Over to the far wall. Knights player fell down. Got it low. Vitodian picked it up there, lost it again. Solitrick battles, bounces up high into the corner. Back to Makasenka. Makasenka sends it to the point, not out. Shot from the point, gets all the way through, misses near side, where Mrazek's going to go battle and gets hung up on the wall. Knights come out of there with it, get it centered off her skate into the far corner, where Vitodian's going to pick it up, send it around behind the net. Bouncing puck knocked down, loose in front, still loose in the far circle, still loose out front, and Coulter gets a paw on it with 13:22 to go. We will get the stoppage, and here comes Clawhardy, McVeigh, and Diamond with Dahl and Zivkovic. And McVeigh's going to take this draw. McVeigh takes the draw, sends it in. And back, they have it on the near point here. They shoot from the near point, knocked down by Clawhardy. Here comes Clawhardy on a break. Clawhardy one-on-one with the goalie. Goalie with a big save. They push it over into the corner as Clawhardy falls down. Diamond throws it in behind the net now, and McVeigh's going to pick it up there. McVeigh out to the point to Zivkovic. Zivkovic sends it in deeper. It's in the corner around to the far side, Clawhardy. Clawhardy puts it behind the net for McVeigh. McVeigh gets bodied into the wall as the Knights send it up that wall. And this time it'll come out by everybody. And if it hurries, but it's not going to, they wave off the icing. And Dahl's going to have to chase that one down. Dahl in behind the net. Sends it up the wall to Diamond. Diamond pushes it. McVeigh's got to hurry. She's going to get there, but the angle's not going to work as McVeigh gets bodied into the wall. Diamond puts it in front all the way through the crease to the far wall. And here come the Knights back the other way. They get around Dahl, down the far wall. Schilling steps in and cuts it off as we're going to get some type of a penalty behind the scenes here. It looks like it's going to be on the Knights, and it's going to be. Going to be a penalty on the Knights here. They're going to call her for tripping. So we're going to get a power play here, and it looks like it's going to be Stevens, Wu, Scarlatelli, Schilling, and Kiesel on this power play. Stevens is in her shooting spot, but this is not the side that works well. So we'll see what happens. Wu's going to take this draw. She sends it over to the wall. Stevens pokes at it, goes into the corner. Wu follows it, sends it up the wall for Schilling. Schilling across for Kiesel. Kiesel shoots. Puck bouncing in front of the net. Nobody could knock it in. Knights have it on the half wall. They stop it there and keep it in. Goes in behind the net. And the Knights are going to pick it up there, send it up the wall. Where Stevens is going to cut that off. Stevens still battling. Stevens battling along that wall. Can't really see it. Imploring for help as Wu skates over. Scarlatelli holds it, throws it behind the net. Wu's going to go dig it out. Knights flip it up the wall past Stevens. Scarlatelli along the half wall. Scarlatelli tries to shoot, blocked. Wu picks it up behind the net. Stevens is right on top of Wu. Stevens in the corner, up the wall. Down to the corner, out to Kiesel. Kiesel gets a shot off. That got deflected. I'm thinking it's Scarlatelli. And that's 3-1. We'll see. That got deflected on its way in. Kiesel shot from the point. I think Scarlatelli got a stick on it. If not, it was a defensive player. And in it went. So we will wait for the call, see who Stripes gives it to. But either way, it's 3-1 Steel City on a power play goal. 56 seconds into the power play. So Solitrick, Mrazek, and Makasenka are going to come out here now with Blinka and Vitodian as this puck comes up the near wall. Cut off by Solitrick. Solitrick pushes it ahead. Makasenka pressures. Oh, they gave it to Wu. So they gave that goal to Wu. I thought Scarlatelli tipped it, but they gave it to Wu as Solitrick stops and tips it back the other way. So Solitrick's going to pick that one up there. They're battling in front of the bench, and the Knights are going to pick it up and bring it into the zone. They're going to shoot from there, knocked out by Vitodian. Coulter has no choice but to cover that one up as it drifts lazily in towards the crease after Vitodian knocked that shot down. And as a result, we're going to get a draw on the far circle. Solitrick takes that draw, dies on the circle. A couple of Knights there. Coulter knocks that one down and covers it up with 10:33 to go. In this second period, we'll go back to that same circle. Same circle, same players, different time on the clock. And Solitrick leaves that one on the dot. Vitodian comes out of there with it. Vitodian up ahead to Mrazek, who couldn't handle the pass. And the Knights come back the other way. Knights down the far wall, into center. Chipped away by Solitrick. Knights regain. Shoot. Knocked down by Blinka. Blinka gets a stick to the head. No call. And now we're going to take it over to the far corner where Vitodian's going to pick it up. They're going to battle there. Poke it lower. Makasenka all the way around. Coulter battling in front of the net with a Knights player who was in her crease. And here comes Solitrick. She's got a stick in her chest there. No call as she's pushed into the corner. Puck up the wall to Blinka. Blinka gets a shot off. Goaltender knocks that down. And the Knights were looking for some post-whistle action there, but there was none to be had. So we'll get a wholesale change here. Clawhardy, Diamond, and McVeigh come out with Zivkovic and Dahl out back. Come to the near circle for this draw. 9:49, second period. 3-1 selects. McVeigh's going to step in and take this draw. McVeigh pushes it over to Clawhardy. Clawhardy behind the net. Clawhardy cuts it off there, sends it. Doesn't send it anywhere as the Knights player stopped it, and they're going to battle in the corner, and we'll await the result because, as you know, neither you nor I could see it. Shot from there, knocked down by a Knights player, and here they come up the far wall. They're going to gain the zone on the far wall, don't get the puck in, and they're going to have to regroup and wait for that zone to clear. D to D. She mishandles it a little bit. They send it across in front of the selects bench. This time they send it ahead. They gain the zone cleanly and dump it down into the far corner where Zivkovic's going to get there. They're going to continue to battle. Knights come out of there with it. Out front. They turn on Zivkovic. Zivkovic fell down around to the far corner. Diamond gets a stick in there. Knights skate in and hold it. Another Knights player comes out of there with it. Now it's going to be McVeigh. McVeigh up the wall. Gets it to Diamond. Diamond can't clear it. And now Knights hold it. Knights free in the far corner. Zivkovic cuts that off. Zivkovic stops, turns, surveys, dumps it out, and the Knights have to regroup. They send it in, and that's going to be offsides. So we should go to that far dot in front of the Knights bench. No, they're going to bring it back to neutral. And Shannon, Wu, and Scarlatelli come out here. So we'll get Wu taking this face-off. I have a goal call for Wu, but that wasn't an obvious Wu goal, so didn't really use it because I didn't realize it was her. But I promise you I got a good one when she does get one cleanly. As Kiesel sends it up the wall to Shannon. Shannon clears it, but the Knights are going to pick that up in neutral. Scarlatelli comes down, tries to block that one, can't. Wu picks it up center. Wu drops it back to Schilling. Schilling up ahead for Scarlatelli. Knights cut that off. Here they come down the near wall. Into the corner. Now around behind. They lose the puck. Schilling battles. They continue to battle. Wu helps. And now it's going to come up the near wall. They battle behind the net now. And Kiesel's going to pick that up. Kiesel sends it ahead all the way out. And Schilling or Scarlatelli and Wu are coming quick. Shannon picks it up. Shannon dumps it. Now they're going to go chase that as Wu and Scarlatelli head off. Shannon cuts that off behind the net. Knights have it now as Mrazek steps up. Saltrick holds it. Saltrick throws it behind the net again as Shannon jumps off and Makasenka comes on. Around the far wall where they hold it, throw it in deeper. Somebody's lost some type of a piece of hockey equipment. They send it in deeper. Knights pick it up there, send it up the half wall. Now we've got Mrazek. Mrazek sends it in deeper. Knights pick it up, sky it. It goes into the bench. And we're going to get a stoppage. Looks like Mrazek lost something. She picks it up. Looks like it was a net guard. And we're going to get a face-off down in the offensive zone here. So Mrazek, Saltrick, and Makasenka with Blinka and Vitodian out back. Saltrick takes this draw, drops it across for Makasenka. Makasenka battling, sends it in behind the net into the near corner. Up the wall. They can't hold it, and it's going to drift all the way down, and that will be an icing. So with 7:01, we'll come back down this way, and I'll get the clock back in line, and we will get a draw here in the near circle with Clardy, McVeigh, and Diamond, Blinka, and Vitodian out back. McVeigh loses that draw to a Knights player. They battle on the circle. Now they're going to take it down the wall. Into the corner, around the back. Knights have it there, spinning, turning. Almost fell. Send it around back to another Knights defensive player around McVeigh. And they're going to take it up the wall. Clardy holds, at least momentarily. And now it's out. Here come the Knights up the near wall. Blinka applies pressure. Steps in front of that player. She regains the puck. Sent it over to the corner where Diamond picks it up. Diamond fanned on it. Diamond can't get it out. Goes in front where Blinka blocks it. Another Knights player picks it up there. Vitodian. Vitodian throws it up the wall but not out. Now the Knights have it between the circles. Get around Blinka. They push her to the corner though. Centering pass cut off by Vitodian. Vitodian backhands. This time it's tipped ahead. Here comes Clardy on another break. Clardy again. Clardy, another save by the goalie. Diamond tried to cut that one off. Dropped it to the point to Blinka. Blinka puts it in deeper into the corner. And we will await the result as this one comes out. Vitodian skates hard, gets over there. Cuts the player off. Puck comes back out the other way. And here comes Diamond. Diamond up the near wall, puts it into the corner. As they go for at least part of a change the back end. The Dahl steps up. Shannon's out there with Stevens. Here comes Stevens up the far wall. Stevens throws it in on the net. Doesn't get much on it. Goaltender pushes that into the near corner. Stevens wants it behind the net. They're going to battle in the corner. Stevens centers. Woo! Who scored that goal? Woo scored that goal. And it's 4-1 Steel City. Stevens throws it out to Woo in front of the net. And it's now 4-1. So we'll keep this line. Woo's going to take that draw. And we're going to get another draw back here along the near wall as the Knights send it ahead. Knights on a break. Dahl's going to have to hurry. Dahl gets a stick in there. Coulter with a big save. Zivkovic pushes it up the wall. Vitodian can't send it ahead. Now it goes in behind the net where the Knights pick it up. As they battle in the corner. Oh, they gave it to Shannon. They gave the assist to Shannon, so it was Shannon to Woo for that goal. I thought Stevens threw it out front. Turns out it was Shannon. As they continue to battle in the corner. This one comes out front. Stevens cuts that off, pushes it back to the wall. Knights in the corner. They leave it for another player. They take it in behind. Skating along the line. Over to the far wall. In behind. 4:30 to go in the near corner now. Lots of skating behind the red line here. As Woo chipped it up the wall, can't get it out. Shannon battling. Knights still hold. In behind Coulter. All the way over. Dahl's going to have to get there. Can't. They send it. Here comes Stevens. Stevens banks it off the wall and out. And here comes Shannon. Shannon up the far wall. Shannon. Shannon gets a shot off. Hits the goalie high. She covers it up in her glove. And with 4:09, we're going to get another draw. This one will be in the far circle. As Shannon ripped a shot from the far side. So Solitrik, Mrazek, and Makasenka come out here with Schilling and Kiesel. And Solitrik's going to take this draw. Leaves it for... it's loose in front. Mrazek hit the far post. Solitrik drops it behind low from Mrazek. Now Solitrik on the half wall. Out to Kiesel. Kiesel sends it back to Solitrik. Solitrik loses it in the center, and here come the Knights the other way. Up ahead, and they lose it to the half wall, and Schilling sends it back out. Knights send it in. Schilling picks it up, sends it ahead, and Knights pick it up, come back up the near wall. Knights down into the near corner. And now they send it back to the near point. It comes out, and here comes Solitrik. Battling in front of me. Across to Makasenka. Makasenka dancing up the far side. Gets around one player. Makasenka on the backhand. Goalie with a save. And she's going to cover that up with 3:24. We're going to get another draw in our offensive zone. So we'll see what we can do here. McVeigh, Clawhardy, Diamond, Blinka, and Vitodian out back. As we get ready for this draw, McVeigh puts it across to Diamond. Diamond lazily back to Vitodian, who held it. Got the shot off from the point. Goaltender's going to cover that one. And we'll do it again. Same circle, same players, different time on the clock. And we'll do another draw from that far circle. As McVeigh steps in to take another one. McVeigh puts it into the corner where the Knights pick it up. Send it around all the way up. Blinka holds, at least momentarily, as Blinka gets leveled. This time it's going to come out. They're going to battle along the wall. Knights up the near wall. Here they come. She's got the angle. Coulter says no. In behind the net. Around back. Up to the far point. Shot blocked by Diamond. Diamond ahead to Clawhardy. Here comes her third break. This time she's taking heavier pressure, though. Clawhardy with the slap shot missed to the near side. And this one's going to come along the near wall where they're going to battle. In behind. Back into the corner. I'm as blind as you are. You can hear the battle, but you don't see any results. Puck around back of the net now. This Diamond falls down, and we're going to get a penalty on the Knights for interference. So we'll get Scarlatelli, Shannon, and Stevens popping out here on this power play. With 2:17 to go, second period, we're going to get Knights player sitting for interference. And Zivkovic and Dahl are going to be out back on this power play opportunity. They put it into the corner. Knights have it behind the net. up the near wall. Zivkovic's going to have to hold that. She sends it in front. Stevens tried to get a tip on it. That one was loose, and Scarlatelli banged it home. So that was loose in front. Scarlatelli cleaned up the rebound, and just like that, it's 5-1 on a quick power play goal. It only took 10 seconds. Farrah Scarlatelli picks up her first, and it's 5-1. So Scarlatelli will stay out here with Shannon and Stevens. And Zivkovic's going to chase this one back. Send it up the wall. Shannon tries to send it further up the wall. She's going to skate it. Shannon's going to dump it into the corner. It's going to go all the way around where Scarlatelli's going to have to chase it down. She stops and blocks it. Stevens cranks one. Didn't get anything on it. And Shannon tried to throw it in front. Couldn't. Shannon tried to throw it in front again. Stevens banging. Around back. Still loose in front. Goaltender covers that one up. And we're going to get a stoppage with 1:40 to go as Mrazek jumps out here with Solitrick and Magasenka. Kiesel and Schilling man in the back door. Solitrick throws this one bouncing across the crease into the near corner where they throw it behind the net where Magasenka can't handle it, into the near corner, up the near wall. Schilling retreats, Knights through center. Kiesel chips that one away over to the near corner. They get it back in front. Player can't handle it. They battle in that near corner. I'm blind too. And Magasenka started to go, but it wasn't out. They skate across the top of the zone. Kiesel puts a shoulder into this player, pushes her into the corner. Half wall, leaves it. They go in behind the net now. Centering pass comes all the way through to the near point. Down to the near circle where it's cut off and pushed ahead by Solitrick. Mrazek throws it out. No icing, but the Knights get there first and clear it. And here they come 2-on-2. Two Knights, Schilling and Kiesel. Kiesel takes it away. Kiesel throws it up. Magasenka puts it ahead to Solitrick. Solitrick with Mrazek chasing. 2-on-1. Solitrick with a shot from far out. Misses to the far side. And this one's loose. Solitrick's going to come out of there with it. She gets pulled down, no call. She pulls the Knights player down in retaliation. And here they come 3-on-2, but Diamond's hurrying back as they bring it up the near wall. Centering pass gets through everybody over to the far side as the Knights player falls down with 17 to go. This time it's going to be Diamond. Diamond has Clawhardy, puts it ahead too far. Clawhardy applies pressure. Diamond picks it up. Diamond on the break. Lexi Diamond shoots. Comes all the way around. Diamond with the wraparound. Gets pulled down behind the net with 2 to go. In behind the net now, and that'll do it. We played 2. And it's 5-1 Selects. I'll be back for 3. All right, they're going to come out for 3. It's going to be McVeigh, Clawhardy, and Diamond with Blinka and Vitodian in the backyard. Coulter still in the pipes to my left. 16 minutes to go, up 5-1 as the Knights send it back. They send it ahead now up the near wall. Puck loose there. Diamond picks it up. Diamond coming through, sends it across to Clawhardy. It's in her feet. She recovers, dumps it into the far corner, where it's going to go in behind the net. Diamond's going to battle there. Knights are going to pick it up, go up the far wall, and they fumble a little bit. They regain, clear it out. As Blinka's going to have to wait for the zone to clear. She turns it over. They skate around her. Diamond stops that cold and sends it back the other way. Knights regroup. They battle along the wall. Here comes Clawhardy up the near wall. Clawhardy, one player to beat. She got stick stuck in there and blocked that shot attempt, and now it goes over to the far wall where Stevens cuts it off. Stevens tries to put it in front for Claherty. Can't get a stick on it. And now Vitodian's going to battle here in the near wall. Puck's going to come back the other way. Centering pass too much. Vitodian turns. Vitodian loses it along the wall, sends it ahead, can't get it out. Now we've got Blinka going to turn and pick it up on the wall. Blinka going to send it ahead for Solitrick. Solitrick going to skate it, puts it ahead for Claherty. We've got the lines a little messed up here as Stevens picks it up, but Solitrick was in, so they had to wait. Vitodian stops, turns it the other way. We're going to get a penalty here, and we'll see who it's going to be on. I did not see it. I was looking the other way. It's going to be on Vitodian. It's going to be an elbow on Vitodian. So we will be a little short here. Scarlatelli, Shannon, Zivkovic, and Dahl. 14:36 to go, third period. As Vitodian's going to sit for the elbow. We're going to get this draw in the near circle. Shannon picks it up, gains the red line, throws it deep just like you're supposed to when you're killing penalties. And we've got it up the far wall where Zivkovic's going to hold it, throw it in deeper, cut off. Dahl's going to skate back, pick this one up. Dahl sends it up the wall where Scarlatelli sends it out. Knights regroup. They take it down the far wall where Scarlatelli tried to pick it up, couldn't. Knights throw it in behind Coulter. Scarlatelli, she sent it too early. That's going to go all the way down and be an icing. So with 13:52 to go, we'll come back down here after the icing, get a draw, which should be on the far circle, with Wu, Stevens, Schilling, and Kiesel. Wu's going to take this draw. As Wu leaves it on the dot, they continue to battle. Knights into the corner. Wu battles, still battling. Knights come out of there with it. Knights, far point. Wu prize pressure. They try to send it top of the circle. Gets through. Somebody blocked that before it got to Coulter. Chips back to the far point where Wu's going to knock it down, and Wu's going to poke it out. So the ice is in bad shape at this point. It was dry when we started, and now the Knights are coming in. They push it across. Centering pass off Coulter's pad. I'm not even sure she saw that one. As Kiesel says, you know what? We're going to dump it. We're going to ice it, and that will be an icing. But it killed the penalty. So this ice was dry when we started, and it's only gotten worse. It's hard, but it's dry, and lots of snow. So in this third period, the pucks are rolling a little slower than normal. As we're going to get this draw here in the near circle. Coulter's right, left on your screen. McVeigh, Diamond, Claherty with Blinka and Vitodian. Out back Vitodian behind the net now, sends it up the near wall. Knights pick it up there, it's loose in front. Coulter poked that away as Blinka skates across. Blinka dumps it up the wall and out. Claherty on her horse, can't get there. They skate around Diamond and neutral ice, and here they come down the near wall. Diamond with a little shove. Player comes into the top of the zone. Drops it low. Coulter was in position. Covered that up with the glove and said no. Coulter's played a good game here today. She's been in position. The only goal she gave up was when Zivkovic got twisted, turned, and fell down, and Coulter didn't have a chance one-on-one. As she was moving, and the girl came back short side. But Coulter's played a good game. McVeigh takes that draw. Shot. Coulter covers up another one with 12:36 to go. She's got good vision on that one from the point. Covered that up in her chest. No rebound, which is important. McVeigh, again, leaves it. This time it's going to be Diamond. Diamond can't get it out. They hold near corner. Diamond falls down. They're over on the near wall here now. This one does come out. Knights are going to chase it. Claherty gets tangled up, and we're going to be offsides. As they battle along the blue line there, it's going to be offsides. And we'll get a wholesale change here, and we'll get a face-off here on the near dot. I see Stevens coming out here with Makasenka and Solitrick now. Coach Black never ceases to always confuses me. He's got me so confused I can't even talk with these lines as Stevens backhands it ahead from the red line. Back to the point, Zivkovic. Zivkovic shoots, blocked, knocked down. She can't hold. Here they come 2-on-1. Dahl's back. Knights player fumbles that puck. Dahl gets in there. Loose again. Oh, and they beat Coulter high on the blocker side. It's about 2/3 of the way up on the blocker as that we were not set defensively, and it's now 5-2 as they were unable to get back. Coulter got beat 2/3 of the way up on the blocker side, just inside the near post. So now we've got Wu, Scarlatelli, and Shannon out here with Schilling and Kiesel. Man in the backyard. Wu's going to take this draw. Here come the Knights. Up the near wall. They're going to go into that corner, and we'll await the result. Here they come back up the wall. Shannon across behind Scarlatelli. Scarlatelli down the wall, loses the puck. Wu whacks at it, can't hold. Schilling sends it in deeper. They continue to battle. It comes by Schilling, and here they come 2-on-1 again. Kiesel's the only one back. Schilling hurrying to get back. Shot blocked by Kiesel. Second shot. Coulter send that to the near wall. Comes loose into the center of the zone, and now back on the near wall. Center of the zone again. They get it loose, and Wu's going to come out of there with it. Wu ahead to Shannon. Shannon's going to gain the red line, dump it into the far corner, head for a change, and the Knights are going to regroup behind the net. Knights up the near wall. Diamond skates over to apply pressure after the change. McVeigh steps in front of her. They send it in behind the net. Vitodian picks it up there. Knights have it on the near far wall. Vitodian skates in, separates that player from the puck, chips it up high, and out of play behind the board. And the clock ran a few extra seconds there as the scoreboard operator had to duck out of the way of the puck. So we're at 10:39 as McVeigh takes that draw, leaves it for Blanca. Blanca in the corner, stops, turns, loses it. Vitodian picks it up. Vitodian loses it. Vitodian loses it again as it bounces just outside the near post. Knights have it low. We don't want this to fall apart in the last couple minutes, girls. Played good today. Now we've got Blanca leaving it for Claherty. Claherty up the near wall. Claherty gets pulled down. We're going to get a penalty. That penalty is going to be on the Knights. So with 10:11 to go, here comes Mrazek. Here comes Makasenka and Solitrik with Zivkovic and Dull out back into the near circle with 10:11 to go. We're going to get a penalty on the Knights. It's got to be either hooking or tripping. I didn't see the call. One of the stripes is way more demonstrative than the other, and the non-demonstrative stripe made this call as Makasenka shoots high over the far corner of the net. She chases it down, leaves it for Mrazek. Mrazek battling behind the net hard. Knights player falls down. Mrazek out to Zivkovic. Zivkovic across to Dahl. Dahl's got room. Dahl shoots off the goaltender. It's loose in front. They're kicking at it. Solitrik, and they cover it up with 9:47 to go. So we're going to get a draw here as Salitrik's going to step in and take this one with Makasenka, Mrazek. Dull and Zivkovic, they take that draw, push it over to Makasenka. Makasenka back to Dull. Dull bounces it down the wall behind where Salitrik's going to have to go battle. They send it in behind the net. It's along the boards there. Mrazek up the wall for Zivkovic. She chips it in deeper. Mrazek's going to go battle there. Up the wall. Mrazek holds. Sends it to Zivkovic. Zivkovic throws it in front, tipped into the near corner where Dull's going to battle for it. It's going to come all the way back out. Mrazek steps in front of that player, and the Knights are going to come up the near wall. They battle along the near wall here, and we're going to get some type of a call. We'll see what it is. Most likely offsides, as Wu comes out here with Scarlatelli and Shannon. 32 seconds to go on the power play. Schilling and Kiesel. as the Knights pick it up, send it in deeper. Kiesel's going to go chase it down behind the net. Kiesel stops, turns, comes up the near side for Shannon. Shannon up ahead behind Scarlatelli again. Scarlatelli catches up to it. She gets bodied off the puck. Knights come up, send it back the other way. As Wu steps in, stops it momentarily. Now Scarlatelli riding the player. Scarlatelli pulls the player down, no call. And here comes Schilling back the other way. Schilling gains the line and dumps it. 3 seconds to go on the penalty, and we'll be at even strength. Comes out to the point where Scarlatelli throws it in deeper, but here come the Knights back the other way with 8.5 to go. Schilling can't get it clear. We're going to get an offsides. So we'll come to the near circle here as we're going to stick with these players. McVeigh, Clawherty, Diamond, Schilling, and Kiesel. Comes across to Clawherty. She can't handle it. Schilling pushes it ahead too far for McVeigh. McVeigh and a Knight. They go in behind the net now. Knights have it. Knights drop it off, come back the other way up the far wall. Push it ahead, but not out. This time it does come out as Schilling fell down. They drop it off again, and McVeigh can't handle it, and here they come up the far wall. They come around Clawherty. Stripes in the way. Backhand in front of the net, cut off by Kiesel and Diamond. It's loose. Clawherty cuts that one off. She's going to skate up the near wall with it. Clawherty, Stripes in the way again as they continue to battle. Clawherty loses the puck, regains, sends it in behind the net. It rolls lazily with 7:40 to go. Knights up the near wall. Diamond, they both fall down. They continue to battle. Blanca in there. Diamond comes out of there. Diamond across to Clawherty. Clawherty loses it. And here come the Knights up the near wall. Diamond tries to push it back in the zone. Clawherty tries to, can't. Puck back this way now up the near wall. Vitodian. Vitodian ahead for Solitrick. Solitrick tries to push it ahead, can't. Stevens comes on the ice. They skate around her. Up the far wall. Stevens gets a stick in there again. Got to be careful. That stick was high. You got Vitodian over to the corner. Clawherty. Clawherty's been out there a long time. Needs to get. They're calling her off. She's still not coming. They've called her twice now. Down low, Solitrick. Stevens separates that player from the puck momentarily. Puck knocked down. Solitrick in the corner. Comes through. It's still loose behind the net. Solitrick has it into the corner. It's still in that corner. We await the results. Now it's going to go all the way down. And that will be, oh no, they wave it off. Knights in behind the net as Mrazek steps up. Pass Solitrick down the near wall. 6:14 to go. Dull. Solitrick. Solitrick ahead to Stevens. Stevens loses it at center. Mrazek back ahead. Stevens gets a stick on it, tips it in. Knights pick it up there. D to D. Stevens applies pressure. They send it ahead. Send it ahead again through neutral. It's up in Zivkovic's head. This one goes back. Dull's going to chase it down near corner. All the way around where Mrazek waits for it instead of stepping up, and she backhands it, but not out. The Solitrick pokes it out. And now it comes back in, and that's going to be offsides. 5:33 to go. Third period. So we will get a draw on the dot in front of the selects bench. Wu, Scarlatelli, Shannon, Zivkovic, and Dull. As Wu steps in to take this draw. Draws it back. Dull chips it ahead. Here comes Wu with Scarlatelli to her left. Wu gets a shot off, blocked into the near corner. As they come up the near wall. And comes all the way back to Zivkovic. Zivkovic's going to throw it ahead. It gets tipped by a Knight. Knights pick it up near corner. Stripes in the way. Knights with a lazy pass into the center of the zone. Here they come up the far wall. As it goes all the way in. And Coulter fumbles it a little bit, but pushes it to the corner. As Dull sends it around the far wall, but not out. Scarlatelli steps in. Wu can't get it out. Now Shannon will. Shannon gains the red line, dumps. As Wu goes for a change, Scarlatelli joins her. We see Schilling and Kiesel jump on. Shannon with a good play to get a shot off there. As Diamond and McVeigh come out and join Shannon. Diamond comes out there with the puck. Diamond with a shot. Threw everybody to the far corner as Shannon heads to the bench. That'll let Makasenka jump on. In behind the net now. Makasenka with a burst of speed. Makasenka joins the play. Still has it in front. Backhand. Covers it up. And with 4:18 to go, we're going to get a draw. Try to get Bryn Scarlatelli to say hi to everybody, but she doesn't want to. That draw, puck out to the point. Schilling. Schilling with a shot, knocked down by a Knight. Schilling takes it in deeper. You got Makasenka covering her high as she's in deep. Diamond sends it around the back. And here come the Knights up the near wall. Kiesel cuts that off center ice. Kiesel tried to put it ahead to McVeigh. Diamond picked it up. Diamond pushed it over to the far wall. Chases it. Now it goes in behind the net. Diamond still in pursuit. Cut off by McVeigh. McVeigh has it behind the net now. Heavy pressure. Two Knights. Knights send it up the wall. 3:40 to go. Cross ice pass. Up the far wall. Shot from there. Coulter gets some equipment on that one and knocks it down. And Schilling took offense to the snowing of the goalie. Stevens, Mrazek, Solitrick, Vitodian, and Blinka. With 3:34 to go, we'll go to the far circle. Solitrick going to play center here. She puts it out to the point where they shoot it. It goes in behind the net. Still loose. Stevens pushes that player off of it. Vitodian in the corner pushes it ahead, and Mrazek's going to have to hurry. Mrazek gets a stick on it. She catches it and brings it into the zone, but the Knights pick it up there. Stevens was trailing, but Mrazek couldn't hold it. As it comes back the other way, Mrazek gets a stick on that one. I'm sorry, Solitrick did. Then Mrazek did. Now it comes back the other way as Mrazek stands her up at the line. Now they come down the near wall. Shot. Vitodian knocked that to the corner. It ended up off of Blinka and into the net. Vitodian blocked it. I think Blinka ended up putting it in our own net. Not really sure there, but that's what it looked like to me anyway. We'll see what happens. It was an odd bounce as the initial shot was blocked, and I think we ended up putting it in our own net. So it's now 5-3 with 2:55 to go. Wu, Shannon, Scarlatelli, Dahl, and Zivkovic. You feel a little bit of an energy lag here, and now the Knights come back the other way. They get around Dahl. Shot, Coulter. She got a good look at it and covered it up with 2:48. Coach Black's talking to them on the bench. I can hear him from here. And we will get another draw here in the near circle as Wu takes it. They battle in that corner. Knights come out of there with it. Backhand. And I think Coulter covered that one up. So we're going to go to this circle. That one looked close. So we're going to bring out Clawherty with McVeigh and Diamond. Schilling and Kiesel in the backyard as they put it into the corner. You can feel the energy out of our team right now as this one comes out. Knights pick it up. They can sense the momentum change here. They're playing with an extra jump in their step. Just don't want to see all the hard work. And now they're open on the far side. Shot, miss near side. And into the near corner. You just don't want to see all the hard work go to waste here late in the game. Not finishing it as Kiesel comes through. Knights come back the other way. Diamond pokes it. Knights stop. Here they come. Clawherty gets a stick in there. 2 minutes to go. They're along the blue line, and they're going to be offsides. Here comes Stevens with Solitrick and Makasenka, it looks like. And we're going to go with Vitodian and Blinka out back. So Solitrick's going to step in and take this draw. Puck dies on the dot as Solitrick pokes it across. Makasenka comes out of there with it. Puts it over to the far wall. Knights send it back D to D. Makasenka in pursuit. Saltrick tried to cut that off, couldn't. Saltrick takes that away. Stevens picks it up, turns backhands up to Makasenka. Makasenka chips it. Here she comes up the far wall again. Makasenka, same as the last couple of days. Makasenka never got the shot off. Threw it in front. Nobody was there. As she just never got the shot off, it didn't look like. As they force that one out. Stevens has to wait for Saltrick to clear. She sends it in with 1:24 to go. This one comes over, and they chip it by everybody. Stevens on the blue line, chips it in deeper. She's going to head for a change, as does Makasenka. So we got Blinka, Vitodian, and Wu. I see Scarlatelli and Shannon jumping on. As they get it by Scarlatelli, come up the near wall. They chip it past Shannon. She's going to chase it into the corner with 1 minute to go. And now we got Scarlatelli going to chip it ahead. There comes Scarlatelli up the far wall. Scarlatelli loses the puck, dances with it at center. And here come the Knights back the other way. Centering pass. Vitodian pushes that player across. Wu turned it over right at the top of the circle. Drop pass. Put it in front. Shannon pushes it out to the far point. Goalie out. Push it over to the near point. Now back to the center at the top. Over to the near point. Skating deeper over to the far point. Wide open. Shot. It's loose in front. Hit the post. It's still not covered. Referee blows it dead. And Vitodian's cleaning up the net. So we'll see with 27 to go. I'm a little ahead. We got Diamond, Clawhardy, and McVeigh coming out here with Zivkovic and Dull. We've got 27-3. Net is empty. I'll get back in sync as the puck goes over to the far wall and clock is back in sync. Over to the far point, Clawhardy. Clawhardy has it. Clawhardy got hooked. No call. Zivkovic sends it up the wall. McVeigh into the bench. And with 13 to go, I think the ref missed a clear hook there, but you're not going to get that call in this situation. Up a couple. So we've got same players. We're going to go to the far circle with 13 seconds to go. And Makasenka's going to leave it for Zivkovic. Zivkovic's going to send it all the way down. And that's going to be an icing with 8 to go. Coach Black's not happy about that. And we're going to get another face-off here, as McVeigh's going to step in and take this one. 7. I got 8. They got 8 here. I got 7. So we'll get it synced up. As McVeigh's going to step in and take this draw. She does. And that's loose on the dot. Comes back to the near point. Clawhardy applies pressure. Down the wall into the corner. And that's going to do it. So your selects are going to take 2. Final of this one's 5-3. Have a good rest of your Sunday. I'll bring you the handshake, and then we'll be back in action next time your selects play. Keep your eye on Team Snap, and we'll bring you the action. I think our next game is when we head to Philly in 2 weeks. So I will bring you what I can from there. When we're on the road, we're always at the mercy of the connections we find in the rinks. I travel with a couple different ways to connect. But we'll bring you what we can when we get out to Philly. And have a good rest of your Sunday.